Today we're trying to fix the Ford again. Got a, it won't start. We got new fuel pump. Knew that was going out. Got new fuel pump in there. Quality gas. New spark plugs. New wires. We did the upper and lower intake manifold gaskets. And it's almost starting, but the spark sounds off. So we're gonna try the. We're firing the parts cannon at it because it won't communicate. The computer won't communicate with us either. So we got a Camshaft Synchronizer. Just the top part, the cap, kind of like a distributor cap and rotor, but for Fords. So we're seeing if that fixes it. If not, it might be off to the wrecker because this is getting ridiculous. And that part we're gonna replace is this one right here. It's all the way down underneath all the coolant hoses because Ford engineers just they just have a funny way of doing stuff because they're funny guys, you know. So hopefully this fixes it, because if this fixes it, this saves the truck, because I'm getting so frustrated. I'll probably just haul it to the scrapyard if this doesn't work. At least when a GM or a Dodge has problems, it'll actually tell you what the problem is, usually lead you in the right direction, and then and their stuff's easier to fix. And here's what so what you're gonna need for this, if anyone else is doing this job, is a 5.5 millimeter socket. That's what these are, 5.5 millimeter. Luckily I had one in my new set there. I didn't know that that was an actual size for this kind of stuff. That's ridiculous. I just wish they would have put it maybe off to the side more or on top of the engine. This is dumb. Okay, to my amazement, the first one of those bolts is actually coming out without a problem. Okay, now over here we don't necessarily like doing things the right way. So I'm trying to come up with something. The top bolt there, I was able to reach by sticking this in between these two hoses here. And this is the problem on Fords, is that they put every hose, it's just routed like a crackhead went in here and was putting all this together. The engineers at Ford, I'm pretty sure, are meth heads. So I'm trying to figure out a way to get to, I don't know if you can see it or not. There's another bolt, yeah, right there. There's another bolt right here. And I can't get an extension on it because this metal line's in the way. And I got the EGR line is in the way. I can't get a socket on it down there. I'm going to unbolt the bolts and take it off before I unplug it, because I know I'll be able to pull it back and unplug it back here, so that'll be easier. But all that's stopping me right now is figuring out how to get that bolt, get to it. And as soon as I find that out, right away here, as soon as I find that out, I will post the next clip of this video. Okay, second bolt, I found an extension. Got it up here on the screwdriver part. Seems to be working. Okay, so we got both bolts loosened up, but now I can't get my hands really on it. When I get underneath here, I can't move my fingers to pull it up. So we're gonna get a screwdriver, because this you can only get this out by hand if you have little girl hands instead of grown man hands. And of course, to work on any Ford, I'm not a big drinker, but you need beer or something because it's just so annoying and stressful. Okay, so after we got that last bolt out, we slid long screwdriver underneath and pried it off top of the cam synchronizer. Got underneath it, lifted up, and had to mess with it a little bit. Now we got it over here where we can unplug it. Okay, It does have a little corrosion in there. I don't know if you can see it. It's a little discolored compared to the new one. We're just gonna unhook it. Put the new one in. What a mess. Just what a stupid job. This should be easier to get at. And I'm actually gonna spray top of that cam synchronizer with some brake clean. I can barely see it. I can see it better than I'm able to aim the camera at it. But it's down there. Just get the whole area. Yeah. You dirty little slut. Okay, so the top one I was able to get on way easier. Bottom one just snugged up now. Gotta mess with it a little bit. But new sensor on. Now we're just gotta plug it in. See what happens. Okay, got those two sensors plugs. The one that I broke and the other one back in. It's all hooked up. So now I'll put a battery in here and try again. See if it starts.